Hey y'all. If you guys are fans of Brooke, you guys probably saw the crazy developments today. She got her truck repossessed. She got detained by the police twice after cussing out, some innocent elderly folk in a gas station. And I got clips of all that. But really, the first thought on my mind when all this went down today was to reach out to Brooke's long lost estranged son. So I have Lottery dollars with me today, and Lottery, you dropped a bombshell on YouTube when you posted DNA test results proving that the homeless YouTuber Brooke is your mother. Has
Yeah, I
she
did.
attempted to reach out and maintain any relationship with you?
Um, yeah. Thanks for having me on. By the way, Two Black. The only, the last, when I heard from her last, it was actually from a Facebook group that my sister put us in because she still keeps in contact with my sister. But other than that, I mean, she told me to I mean, she's calling me you know, she's called me many words. She called me mentally ill. You know, saying I get that from my father, which I would say my father is really the same one. When you look at Brooke, or Heather Brooke as I call her, when you look at her, on your YouTube, I mean, she's completely unhinged. But no, she hasn't tried to reach out to me or anything.
I'm so sorry to hear that. You
Thank you.
mentioned your sister, and she actually brought up your sister as well in one of her unhinged streams today. So before I get to her sister, would you mind reminding us, the audience, of maybe like one of your worst memories as a child with Brooke?
Sure. Um, one, that just comes, right up, just in my head. Um, I also said this in my other video. You know, I remember, watching, because she had a collection of, 80s VHS tapes, and she loved collecting the Terminator series. She had like a couple of VHS tapes. But I remember we were, watching, the Goonies, and she had she had one of her boyfriends around her or whatever. But as we were on the couch, watching, the Goonies, just strange men, kept, coming in and out of the house. They kept on, I mean, they were basically having intercourse on the couch while I was, trying to watch the Goonies, and since then I haven't, watched any Goonies, any 80s movie or anything. Yeah, she was basically getting, ran through on the couch while I was just sitting there, you know. Yeah.
That is terrible. Wow. So you must associate the Goonies with that trauma, and I bet you can't even stand to look at the Goonies.
No,
Oh
I
my
absolutely hate
god.
it.
Um, how old was your sister? A baby at this time?
Yeah. I mean, she could talk, but I don't remember the exact age, but she could talk.
Okay. And hopefully none of these men ever laid a finger on her, right? It was only Heather that was doing the beating.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only her.
Wow. Okay. Because she mentioned that after they took her daughter, after Heather beat her, that she wanted
Yeah.
to die, but she didn't mention you, her son. How does that make you feel?
To be real, it doesn't surprise me because as I said, she left me basically. She told me, she basically knocked on, there was like a fire department or fire station. She just knocked, and they basically, I don't know, she just, put me there. Then CPS got involved and everything. But yeah, she never liked me really because she was kind of a boy mom. If you guys know, those time, the creepy boy moms. She was kind of like, she was kind of like one of those. with me. She kind of tried to use me as a trophy or whatever. Yeah, she just liked to show me off. She didn't like any love or anything. But yeah.
Well, she's been up to a lot since she abandoned you. I'm gonna play a couple clips for you.
Yeah.
You didn't cut it, babe. I was in it.
I think this is from earlier today.
Sick of
She
this
lit a
shit.
gas station.
Sick of society trying to fucking bully me.
She just lost a truck, so she's very irate.
Be careful. There's a puddle of water in the floor right here. The whole floor actually is covered in water. The whole cooler is leaking water. I fall and bust my ass and I'm the bad guy? I think not, sir.
She's very clearly picking a fight with anyone.
Got
that'll
the
give
right
her
one today. I
attention.
got nothing to lose and nothing but time. I done lost everything. Fucking economy took it. The government.
They're trying to ignore her. They're like, "Who is this crazy lady?" Like, I'm
Can I
kind of
please?
scared.
This is cash only.
Okay.
Yeah, this is his mom. You can see the resemblance if you look.
I'm so sorry. Look at this sorry piece of shit. Look at him. Mad at the world. Nobody will touch his pee-pee.
Ma'am, can you please step outside if you're that upset?
No, he's not allowed to turn around and talk shit to me. He's over there running his mouth. Ma'am, I have the freedom of speech.
Ma'am, you say one more thing, I'm gonna make sure you leave this place.
If you would like to
Try it.
stand
Try
here
me.
and be
You don't
kind.
think-
Go ahead.
It's no secret.
You want me to pay for this? Do you want me to pay for this? I'll get the fuck out. Do you want me to pay for it?
Can you please look at me and focus on me?
Well, then come on, let's do it.
Ma'am, focus on me.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Call the sheriff's department. Get them to come and arrest me. I just walked 12 miles.
And that is perfectly fine, and I will allow you to pay for your...
Hurry up and check me out before I go to jail.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here. The cops do catch up with her.
Fuck on her husband. Am I suspected of a crime? Am I suspected of a crime? Am I suspected of a crime? For what? I paid for this. I ain't got nothing to say. Good luck. Hope it works out for you. I slipped and fell in a puddle of water and the whole store ganged up on me because I said, what the fuck is the water doing here? I've got it all on camera, along with 500 other people that's watched the whole thing. When I said, fuck this old lady, everybody got offended.
Do you realize you was disorderly conduct?
No, I was not, sir. I was not screaming. No.
Yes, the TC heard you.
Why is she
No.
focused on the officer's
You've got it
dick?
mistaken.
Like,
We don't.
There was
Raise the
5 other
camera.
people back there. Disorder conduct.
The way you're acting tells me how you were acting up there. You can't even calm down enough to talk to me.
Do you not see that I'm homeless? Do you know what that does to a person's psychology? I can't even speak from the trauma. Do you know who I am? Do you know? You know who I am. You've been to the Roberts farm. Y'all know exactly who I am. Y'all know exactly who I am. Y'all know I was sex trafficked for 20 years by William Roberts, and y'all let it happen. You were too young. You wasn't there.
Yeah, I know I was.
You know exactly what happened to me, and you know that I'm fucking homeless, and I just lost my truck.
I have no idea who you are. First
Can I please leave?
Wait,
I'm
can I jump
sorry.
in a bit?
yeah, go ahead.
You hear a mention of William Roberts, sex trafficked there.
Yeah.
That's actually, our grandpa on our dad's side of the family, and he did not sex traffic her. So I mean, I know they had a kind of a bitter, relationship, but that's kind of weird. I didn't catch that when I watched it.
Wow. So you are proving these allegations false.
Yeah, I have proof.
Wow. And the officer himself says, I don't know who you are. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, she's really coming across as delusional. So Lottery, are you proud of what your mother has become?
My first memory of my mother was when she she was getting ready for the strip club, and she didn't have a guy. She didn't have a guy or anything, to make sure, she looked good for the male gaze. So I remember at maybe 3 years old, 4 years old, She had me rate. She had me rate her pole dancing, her stripping, and lap dances because she didn't have a guy to rate
I
her.
hope she lap danced on a pillow or some kind of dummy.
No. This is on me, like on me. Well, yeah, and I remember because she didn't have a guy to fuck. Can we take a little break? Wait. Oh, she didn't have a guy.
Let me put you backstage, please. Oh, that is just so heartbreaking. Can we just give him a minute? I'm gonna just continue the clip. This is so emotional. I'm tearing up. This is why my camera's off. I don't want y'all to see me tearing up.
For exercising my First Amendment to run my motherfucking mouth.
But there is, so just to explain to you so you understand it. So there is a statute in North Carolina.
Lottie, I'll bring you back in 30 seconds.
I was not disorderly conduct. I slipped and fell in a... Y'all see this shit, right? Somebody, listen, they're going to take me to jail for nothing. So what's gonna happen now is they're gonna search my bag, which is fine, and I'm not consenting to search, but now they're gonna come up with disorderly conduct because I slipped and fell. Do you see this? This is why I can't find work.
I'm sorry, Too Black. I'm sorry, Stream.
That is very powerful. And while you were telling that story, someone reached out to me that used to strip at our club.
Oh, really?
Hey, are you there?
Hello, I'm here. What's up?
Hey, so from what I heard in the message you sent me, you used to be a stripper at one of Brooke's old clubs, right?
Yes, at one of her old clubs.
Okay, and just to make sure you're not like trolling or anything, can you just give us the city and state, not the name of the club?
North Carolina. Asheville.
Okay.
Asheville, North Carolina. I think is where the club was.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that verifies it. You were definitely stripping with her. Would you mind telling us what Brooke was like as a stripper?
She was mean. She stuffed her face full of food.
What?
And she was extremely violent backstage.
So in the streams, in the streams, she did talk about how like she would drink a lot. Did she have a problem with alcohol?
Horrible. She had tequila. She would drink the tequila that wasn't even her tequila. She stole from customers. And then she would get on the pole, which half the time we would have to buy a new pole. Well, we didn't, but the actual club did because she broke the poles.
I'm sorry if I'm laughing. I'm just kind of envisioning Brooke just like, wow. And
she got us fired because she's a racist too.
I was just about to ask, did she get along with the other dancers, particularly the black dancers?
She hated the black dancers, especially the black dancers. She always said the N-word towards them.
Oh my God.
And she called the Hispanic dancers spics.
I remember.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry you went through that. Wow.
I actually remember, if I could tell a little story here. I actually remember when she, came with her, one of her, I think it was, one of her stripper friends, but, she came back, I won't use the, language that she used because, she used kind of a, a no word. She basically said, these N-words, they only throw once. She was mad that, because, a lot of, construction guys, a lot of these, Mexican guys, they came in here and, just started throwing 50s and 100s and, but they were only throwing it to the black girls. But, when when the N words, as she called them, came around, they only threw ones, and she, that's when the racism started. And I remember watching, she made me watch American History X. I think that was a stepping stone also for her. She loved that movie.
She had a book in her stripper closet called, I think, Mein Kampf from memory. She would read it between dance recitals, between the pole and the backstage.
Wow. Wait, did I hear that correctly? Did you just say Mein Kampf? She would
Yes.
read Mein Kampf between dances?
Yes, she was.
Okay. Let me just be clear that audience, that's an unverifiable claim. I don't stand by that one. I am definitely open to the idea that this person that joined us is embellishing some truths. Now, don't get me wrong, though. A lot of this is corroborated by Brooke herself. If you watch the stripper stream on our good homie Video Game Gooner 58's channel, a lot of the stories that this guest of ours is telling does track with that, except the Mein Kampf. He might be trolling about that. So
She often hit her kid. She often would hit her kid, and
Yep,
it was
tracked.
very brutal seeing her hit her kid, to the point where I threatened to call CPS on her several times.
Mm-hmm.
Lottery, if I may ask, so some karma has seemed to have come around for Brooke. Her truck got repossessed. She's now currently walking down the streets of Asheville, North Carolina, begging on YouTube. So she'll most likely see this interview. Is there anything you want to say to her?
Mom, I remember, we had good times, we had bad times even. But please stop arguing with the cops. Please stop arguing with the Redditors in your parking lot doing donuts. Please stop, being a pain in the ass to wages who are trying to work. Please, come back to me and Drew, your kids. If I had one wish in the whole entire world, it would be that, me, you, and Drew, could sit down, once, together and, maybe, talk about the past, Yeah.
Those are some very powerful words. I do hate to rain on your parade because today Brooke has been talking about, harming herself, whether it be jumping off a bridge or walking into traffic. And when you see your mom exhibit these unhinged behaviors, do you worry that there's some kind of that those behaviors are also deep inside you and just haven't been triggered yet? Are you scared for your future and your mental health?
I mean, that's a tough question, but yeah. I mean, sure. She often got these outbursts. I remember, I think it was 2009 or 2008. When Obama was president. She was crying about Obamacare, because whenever the Democrats were in charge of the the White House, she got these kind of schizophrenic attacks. She got these self-hurting, self-harm, thoughts whenever, she saw one of the, Democratic candidates on TV. And, that's what she's doing now. She keeps on talking about, the Trump train, Trump 2024. But, if Biden wins, no, if Kamala wins, this race, I mean, she could, delete herself from the universe. And, I wouldn't be surprised.
Good.
Hold on. Whoa, sir, I'm going to have to put you backstage for that. No, we don't condone that. So one of one of the right-wing lies that your mom often repeats is that they are eating the dogs in Springfield, Ohio. They are eating the cats in
Yep.
Springfield, Ohio. Do you think deep down, because it offends me because I'm a Haitian immigrant. Do you think deep down that your mom hates Haitians?
Phew. Yeah, I mean, personally, I think, she, sees all of you guys, as the same, because now she used to call you guys cheap because, you always used to throw ones, in the strip club and everything. And, even, when Donald Trump says these things, it just, it makes it go 2 times as much racist because, I remember, we were driving. It was not her car, but she got it from a loan or whatever. And when someone like cut her off in traffic or whatever, she used to yell anti-Semitic remarks, saying the Jews control this traffic or whatever, the Jews, and whenever there was a black guy in the car, she used to just yell the N-word outside of the window and call him the N-word and try to chase him to his home. So that's the first, when I noticed her racist, behaviors around the age of like 4 years old.
Wow. She seems to have a long pattern of paranoid behavior because if you just look at this 30-second clip, this is from 2 hours ago. Okay.
Place is closed, but all of a sudden I have this work truck pull up. Look at how desolated this place is. There is nothing out here. But this guy pulls up in this truck with the windows rolled down, and I saw him looking at me when he came in the parking lot. Y'all want me to go sleep somewhere like this? That ain't gonna happen. I needed my truck. Look, there's another one. There's another one. There's another one. I can't even make it out the fucking parking lot.
Like, I feel bad for laughing. Like, these guys are obviously people that just pulled up into a Bojangles, ordered a chicken sandwich, and like they're probably like, "Yo, who the fuck is this lady pointing her fucking phone at me?" That's why they're driving slow like that. But she's telling her viewers, who are watching her live right now, by the way, that these men are trying to hunt her down. So, I don't know if she'll ever get clean. I do know that she says that she regrets getting clean and that people who are getting high right now should consider staying in this situation because having self-respect sucks. How do you feel about the fact that she does not want to get clean and that she is actively encouraging those who do hard drugs to continue doing hard drugs?
I think she just has kind of a self-destructive mindset because when something bad happens in her life, everything has to burn with her. She can be the only one who's going to burn. The world has to burn with her. I think that's her philosophy.
Wow, that's very well said, and I actually agree 100% with that answer. Shout out Delonte, the autistic hedgehog. We are here with Brooke's estranged son, who's reacting to the breaking news that Brooke got her truck repossessed today, and that Brooke was detained by the police not once but twice for 2 different acts of disorderly conduct. She's had 3 wellness checks called in on her, so she's just crashing out like it's a train wreck. Can't take her eyes off it. I think she's currently live right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I just want to thank Lottery for taking the time to share his thoughts about his mom and what his mom is going through on this very trying day. Brooke, I don't share the same compassion for you that your son does. Okay, Brooke, you need to fucking leave those black women alone. Leave them Haitian immigrants in Springfield alone. Stop telling people they're eating the dogs and they're eating the cats. They are not. All right. Stop posting racist Trump memes. Okay. Brooke went on an art site and created an AI art of Trump holding 2 cats two cats and running from two Haitian immigrants. So that art in my thumbnail, that was made by Brooke. I got it from her channel. All right, Brooke, get help now. Stop committing crime. Put the needle down. Put the vape down. All right. You are the very thing you rail against. You talk about moochers. In fact, you somehow attacked homeless people today while being homeless. You creamed yourself throwing your little piss bottle into a fucking storage unit. And then when you come across a piss bottle on the side of the road that you're walking on because you have no vehicle, no house, no truck, no money, all right, you said, oh, this is why they hate the homeless. Look at this piss bottle. Meanwhile, you were shitting and pissing in your truck. The community feels very sorry for the repo man because that truck probably smelled crazy. We've seen all the streams. We know what you do in your truck. That truck probably smelled crazy. But we will be monitoring the situation, the breaking news as it unfolds, because this is a developing story. All right.
Yep. To Black, thank you for having me on. I have to get going, unfortunately.
Thank you for joining us and thank you for sharing your thoughts. All right. We wish the best to you, your sister, and even your mother. We hope your mother can get through this trying time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep. Have a good evening, everybody.